Hey guys, Biz here. How you doing? And I'm here today with an interesting glitch and effect that I noticed. This was in the first MCC update before they recently patched it. So unfortunately, this effect has been removed, and I'm sure that everyone that restarted a level in Halo 2 noticed this. But the short description is that when you restart the level, very briefly, where your camera was sort of like fades to white, and as the game is basically taking your playable biped, your actual body that you control in the game, and placing it where it's going to go during the cutscene. Now, if you don't know about this, the way the game works is that during every cutscene, your playable biped player is standing somewhere every time. Okay, so here it is. So there it is. So see that effect? That's interesting. If you notice, there were two, and if you look on the left, there's the Master Chief as well. There were two Spartans, which are your actual, they have your weapons and everything. It's you. It's what you're going to end up being and controlling during the game. So whenever this happens, very often that location is actually pretty close to the start of the level. And this was a funny situation and a regret because there's two things that prove it. You can see him during the actual cutscene, and then you can tell with this footage over and over again, I'm showing the fact that in a co-op session, both guys are being thrown and being placed right in that location during the cutscene. And obviously you're not supposed to see, Master Chief himself standing there in the background. That's a blooper. And just kind of sloppy, Bungie's famous sloppiness. But I thought this was a cool effect, and it's pretty interesting. So yeah, you can see it's like both guys could just get dropped, and then they point the default direction. When you respawn, you're still facing that direction. And so this may seem kind of useless at first, but this actually overlaps with information regarding how the dead and alive glitch works. Now, that's a lot of information to go over in another day. But basically, if you get into a place where you can we can put your player in a spot where the other guy can't spawn with you, the game will put a preloaded kind of shell of a biped in this location. And then if you kill him, he respawns dead and alive. And I've shown this in a couple of my videos. There's a video I did on Cairo Station where the very first clip is that exact effect. So if people don't understand that at this point, that's a good little hint towards the dead and alive thing, because I know people, I know everyone wants to understand it, and there is a lot to go over, and it's a lot of very technical, interesting things regarding the physics of respawning and how the game works and the load zones. There's a lot to it, but anyway, that's why this was interesting to see, because this confirmed a lot of places that I couldn't necessarily see during the cutscene. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage regarding this whole effect. It was kind of cool to to experiment with it for a while, and I remembered I already knew a lot of the locations, but yeah, so this was kind of neat. I thought it was kind of funny, and there were some other weird effects too. But see, there it is one last time. So yeah, you can see they just kind of pop right in the default spawn location. I guess you could call it the cutscene, cutscene placement location or something like that. I mean, who knows what, we're all kind of making up terms here at this point. And there's other videos online too of people showing that, taking control of the player and being inside of the playable, cutscenes. So there's a lot of interesting effects with it. But anyway, that was kind of a cool way that this glitch kind of slipped through the cracks, and during MCC, you could see where that was in some circumstances. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.